Hello, what is up guys? It's your boy Mo, and in this video we are going to be doing some Java methods or declaring new functions, passing on data within those functions, and yeah, doing this lab. Uh, Dio, hopefully you're doing well. I know that you're kind of sick, but that's why I'm making this video. Yeah, I'm not going to share this with the group though. But yeah, let's get right into it. So in our lab 18.1, it says write a program that prompts the user to enter his or his grade and contract points and use two void methods to determine if he qualifies for an internship. So to qualify, so this is our condition right here. To qualify, the minimum contract points is 350, and a class grade is of 70. Okay, so you have to do our pseudocode, use arithmetic operators, use one class, and three methods used. So this is already our public class, and then our method, it's going to be our main method, and then two other methods, which is going to be qualify and do not qualify. Okay, and then it says use a file header, but you guys can figure that out how to do it on your own. And lastly, we have to output our relevant messages from these methods. And our fourth requirement is to use if-else logical operators. So this is a very simple lab. I did something similar to this in C++ in college, but let's get right into it. This should be our program run right here. It says enter your name, and then we enter the name, enter grade, we enter grade, and then point, we enter the point, and based on the point, we output the message if they qualify or do not qualify for internship. So let's get right into it. So in order to get user input, we have to get our we have to get in order to get user input, we have to import. So we have to import scanner. So here what we're doing is we're just importing scanner class. And then now we're going to set our scanner class to, let's see what we do. Scanner input is equal to new scanner. And then we're going to do system dot in. So what we're doing is we're setting scanner, and then now we're using input variable to get input from the user, and we're storing we're using system.in to let our system know that we're going to be using input to get input from our user. Now we have to get our name function. You can do the directory working directory by yourself. You can figure that out on your own, but let's just focus on the core logic or declaring new modules or functions and how that's done. So first things first, we are going to get our name. So we're going to do system out. So in IntelliJ, you do SOUT and then you hit tab, and then it should prompt the user to enter their name. So we're going to write enter your name, and then we're going to store it. So we're going to do string name enter input dot next line. So what we're doing is we're prompting the user to enter their name, and immediately after on line 9, we're storing the name into the string variable. And since we're getting a string, we use the next line method. And then simply on the next one, we prompt the user to enter their grade. So we're going to do SOUT for system out. We're going to do, oops, enter your grade. So now we're going to declare a variable, which is integer grade, and do the same thing. We're going to do input. So instead of next line, since we are taking an int, it's going to be next int. We're ending with semicolon. And then lastly, we're doing what is your contract point. So we're going to take in contract point. Integer, we're taking it as an integer. So we're taking in, what should we name this? Let's name this contract point. contract point is equal to input dot nextInt, because we are going to store contract point as integer variables within our program. Simply on the next line, we can already do our condition. So our condition states that our condition states that, okay, so before we do our condition, let's do our methods, or like our functions. What we can do, we can start, okay, so we're going to declare our functions or methods outside of the static main function that we have, but it's still going to be within our public class. So we can do public. So in order to define a new method, you use the same. So this is a void method. So what the void method does, it does not have a return statement. Okay, it can return something, but it doesn't have a return statement. It can return a value or a string when it's called, but it does not have a return statement. That is the point of the keyword void. So in order for us to declare a new method, we simply write the words public, since it's a public static void, since it's not returning anything. And then you can name your function whatever function you want. In our case, we are going to name it qualify, because that's one of our requirements right here. We're going to name it QALIFY, qualify, and then we can write our function definition. Within our function definition, so if the person qualifies, we want to output, what do we want to output? We want to output, let's see over here, I cannot see. Name, congratulations, you qualify for your internship. So in order for us to do this, we have to concatenate name plus you do not. Okay, so before we concatenate name, the thing is our function qualify does not have access to the name variable, right? Because that's declared in another function, which is our public main function. In order for us to get access to the name variable, we simply have to pass our name variable to the parameters with the string or with the data type itself. So in Python, you would just pass on the variable. However, on Java, you would want to include the variable type, which is string name. So as you can see, it's not read anymore. And then now we can simply output our winning message, which is congrats. I hope I'm spelling that correctly, because I am not very good at spelling. Congrats, and then we have exclamation mark, comma, you qualify for an internship. For an internship. Okay, so that is our qualify method. Now we need our disqualify method, right? As you can see over here, it says do not qualify method. So now if you're following on with this video, you can just pause the video and then try to declare and write the code block for the disqualify function. You can pause the video now and do it. But I'm going to do it right now. So it's going to be the same exact thing, public static void. Now this function will be named do not, as you can see over here, do not qualify. Do not qualify. And we're again passing on the string variable data type. So we have the data type string and then name, since we're passing on name, and then within our code block, which is started with the curly brackets, we output whatever message we want to output when this method is called. So in our case, it's going to be name plus. We're using concatenation because our requirements does not tell us to use it doesn't tell us to use f strings to concatenate our words. For this, we put you do not, let's see, qualify. You do not qualify for internship. So name, comma, you do not qualify for an internship. Okay, guys, so you do not qualify for an internship. So now this is our two. We're not done yet. This is our two other methods that we have declared. Now we have to call these based on if the condition is met or not. So our condition is saying, where's our condition, guys? Okay, our condition is saying to qualify, the minimum contract point is going to be 350 and class grade 70. So at least equal to 350 or more, or equal to 70 or more. So this condition is very simple and straightforward. So we can do if our grade, whatever is stored within our grade variable, if our grade is more than or equal to 70, and in Java, I think it's to end. Oops. So this goes within our main function block. This goes within here. And contract point is more than or equal to 350. Okay, so on an AND operator, both of this first and second condition must be true in order for the program to execute the code block for the first if statement. So if this condition is true, then we call. So in what calling a method is basically using a method. In programming we just say call. So you call the function qualify, and then you want to pass on the name variable, because your qualify function does not have access to the name data type. Now we do else. Else, and this should be a self-closing. Okay, we have the self else. We call do not qualify, and we pass on the same thing, name, and boom, there we go. If we do run this program, this is a prior run. If we do run this program, it should run. Let's run it. It's compiling. Okay, so it's telling us to enter our name. We're gonna do Nurbek, Nurbek, Nurbek. Enter your grade. So he has a pretty high grade, so we're gonna enter a 95, and then his contract point. Just to test our function, we're going to enter exactly as 350, because our condition says anything at least 350 or more. So we're going to do 350. And it says, congratulations, you qualify for an internship. Just things is fix this up a little bit, like change up the lines. You guys know how to do that, and fix it up a little bit. And then we're going to do another run over here. We're going to do more. For a grade, we're going to enter a failing grade of, so we can do 69, which is almost 70. Enter your grade. Oh, it's asking for grade 2 times. So that's weird. Let's rerun this. Well, yeah, it's asking for grade twice. Let's see what's the issue. Oh, I see. So this is supposed to be enter your contract points. Okay, let's rerun this. R, enter your grade. We're going to do 69, and then contract points should be 400. And it says you do not qualify for the internship, because our first condition is a fail, and even though our second condition is true, our first condition is a fail, so we do not qualify for an internship. But yet, this is the simple way of declaring new methods or functions within Java. I hope you guys avoid functions that does not have a return statement. I hope you guys liked this video. you're watching, please feel better. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one. Bye bye.